And what are we getting for lunch?
I don't actually know. From the armory downstairs.
Oh yeah.
It should be decent.
Kidding? $12 per meal.
For chicken. Mine's $6.70 each time. It used to be $5.35.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
I made a coffee this morning, put it in a cup and everything.
But it'd be bigger if you could just like stand in front of the TV and adjust this.
All right.
Oh, is that? Very good. That's a headache. Some of us.
I know. I know. Yeah, I did it. No, I didn't use
Sorry, it happens, but really wasn't that scary.
It's so good.
I know I don't quite care. Favorite curves in my world.
If we don't do contact.
Six.
It's like summer today.
Oh, I just went outside and walked last night. It's like, not sufficient.
You ready? We have no other option. We got it.
So how penalized are we gonna be for reading? Not reading,
Better.
but having grabbing. Okay, thank you. It's not reading, but there's some big words in there. I stutter when I get nervous, so I need like something to book.
Because it's so used to like typing everything. So having to fill it right on board. Right? So
I just have
what do
really,
you call me about?
I have really bad. Second. The first one. So I don't think everything goes down.
Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Grab a seat. Lunch is coming in between. So 12:30 is lunch. Five minutes.
Yeah.
We've been on.
Yes. How are you doing? How are you? Good.
Very good.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you.
He's just coming at lunch anyway, so. If not, it's not a big deal, let's throw it on the ad. 12:40 or 12:30. Because we're done. Did anybody else from the night yard respond? Any of the other dudes?
It's just like to send me.
Yeah, the president I know is on vacation. Won't be working.
Next pastor is. Charlie and Jay Huntington.
Yeah, they must be gone.
License plate.
Yeah. Oh, they're good, okay.
But I remember Thursday night.
Yeah. About a couple minutes.
Should be on the right side or on the left side?
Left side. That way you can see the screen on the video as well. I just hit that one. Because the other one,
Yeah.
Yeah, the sound will maybe lower.
that's pretty good.
Does it catch the sound?
Yeah.
Like, testing.
Well, I don't have it running. So oh, you know, this machine. And then
Oh.
you open your phone,
Okay.
go to that website, and get somebody else to talk.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing.
It's on the back of the board, it's on the
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, congrats on that. That's amazing. I meant to say it quick.
I didn't know. We got coffee, tea, and stuff.
Hi, how are you? What? Oh, Laura.
Okay, I think we're gonna get started. So welcome everybody. My name is Nick. You know me. We're here at the program. So thanks for being here. Thanks to all of our partners for this Capstone project. And thank you to the graduating class of business analytics students. Really quick, and I'll culminate here today with the Capstone project. A few things. So for the last 4 months, so this semester, we've been working on these capital projects with real industry partners. So thank you to Sheesh, thank you to Hospice Niagara, thank you to Emerson Goods, the City of Sarnia, Top Shelf, Agricultural Sustainability Office, our National Office, Dark Marketing, and Hydro. So thank you to all of our partners for that. So applause for that. Follow as close as possible to that list. We have about 15 minutes before the presentation, and kind of a 5-minute between presentations, and also lots of questions in between as well. One thing to mention, so these are real live projects. There's a lot of sensitive data in some of these projects. They're not just Facebook projects, these are real projects. So on some of the slides, you might see some things that are blurred out, over, and it's just because with these non-disclosure agreements, some of our partners said you can't share that publicly. We want you to do the work, but you can't share that publicly. So we have a couple of questions around that we can cover that. Yeah, thank you all for being here. I'm going to pass it off to Alan 13.
For you all and having been the first group, I think you're benefiting obviously from some of the great work that you're putting into ensuring that the work that you're doing is real and it's meaningful, and I know that is what you're for. So I'm pleased to see the list of projects and partners that tremendously for contributing to this. We were having a quick chat about the role of data and how important it's become. And I think when you start looking at the breadth of partnerships and the areas that they sort of focus on, you can see that it's wide ranging. And I think that's certainly the future. I think there's for sure going to be opportunities for you all after graduating. I'm sure you want a job. work that's going to be super important. So, yeah, just excited to sit in on a couple this morning with you. See the full agenda through, but I'm certainly interested in see the ones you made. That's sort of my background, so I may tune into that one remotely. But good luck today. Best of luck after graduation. Attend convocation, which is coming up, and yeah, that's fucking. I can't wait. The only other thing that I think we talked about, I, apparently I read somewhere 36.8% of all statistics are being on the spot. I don't know if that's true or not. But, anyways, on that note,
Thanks, so we're going to start with the team from GHD. So come on up. Quick introduction to GHD. GHD is a local engineering firm, $2.5 billion company, and they sponsor students to do some work. So we'll get this set up and we'll start in a couple minutes. You're ready.
Thank you. Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, faculty. It's very good to be here finally. It's been a very interesting journey and thanks everybody. Of course, we're in PhD here representing our Capstone project. And we, teammates, of course, of the themselves. I'm John, by the way. And I'm Ben. And of course, our agenda would be to just take you guys through our 4 months journey so far, what we've been through, what we worked on, changing and all that. Because in the agenda, you can see that at every point in time, we have our team members taking you to the stage, you know that we come. Simple start with Danny.
So I try to use ourselves. My name is Dan Additional. So I have like a background in accounting back home in Nigeria. Little experience in accounts, payables and receivables. Currently, studying business analytics, so I'm doing the analytics work.
And my name is Robert. My background is academic and education. So I have 2 degrees in education, from university and also University of Oslo, Norway. And so I've done a lot of research using both quantitative. However, coming to the analytic world was something new to me. And it actually opened my mind, and I now know that there's a lot of data than what I was already using. So it's been an eye-opener and a lot. So it's been really eye-opener for me. I've learned a lot from that, and really looking forward to the prospect this brings as to expertise.
Perfect. So, of course, my name is John. My background is economics, a master's degree in management, so business management. I'm really glad to be here with this first set really from business analysis. One of the favorite lecturers in there. But yeah, I'm John.
So we are moving back to the client's information. So the company we're working with the project on is GHD. So GHD is a global company based in Australia, and they are good. They're used to they're used to making services such as engineering and architectural services in Asia, North America, and Asia, Europe, and South America. Our project objective. So our objective for this research was to identify this opportunity in a global scale. Our research really took our research in countries, USA, UK, and Australia, and we're trying to expand their full stack platform, which is a cloud-based platform that is used to provide digital services to municipalities in those different countries.
Okay, and basically, our data sources came from different aspects because some of, unlike other projects, we did not get data, we had to the data source PhD. So it was more research intense or research based. And it was basically we needed to define the scope of the work and not be out there. So we relied uh, almost on the world population database to see specifically the countries that we're focusing on. And what this help us to do is to train the data into or to sample the data based to the areas that we wanted to focus on. And we used to do that, we had to use certain tools which were what exposed to in the class, and some of them were RCU, Power BI, and Excel. And they also did well in helping us to actually map those data because we needed a longitude and latitude because that was one of the requirements by the company. They wanted to find um, information on PhD locations. So the areas where we were located in all these countries because we have data in over 10 different cities in the world. Right? So we needed those kind of locations to pull out the data. And ethical issues, obviously, we signed the agreement to every information out there to anyone. We also have to confront the issue conflict of interest. If, if we don't take biases in campaign in terms of which cities we are used to every cities we want, where it's simple to fish out the data for because this is research based. Also, in terms of challenges, scope creep was one of the bigger challenges. But anytime were reviewing the project in class, have people were they started their dashboards and we were still struggling collecting the data from the various departments. And we were unable to what automate the system because various cities or municipalities were use different forms of websites and we had different people who designed websites for them. So it was difficult to find a particular code that would read all these websites and find information for us. And the digital services that we sought to look for on the various websites, including the public transportation, bills and payments. So basically, uh, do they have a bills and payment platform online whereby you can just go online and pay for your bills and things like that? Mobile reporting apps, GIS, I will go through all of them, but these are the services that we
All right, thank you, Ruben. So like my colleague Ruben said, we are manually going into, I mean, the old traditional fashion where we're going into websites, trying to get all of this information out there. Get us a screenshot of how we achieved that, giving you a yes and no, giving us a yes and no variable, which we later so transparent to um, into one and zero primaries really to be able to really get the analysis of what we had looked at. So yeah, that's a spreadsheet of how we got this data, and that helps us, of course, come up with methods to analyze and digitalize, visualize really find it for our partners. A sample of our dashboard example, quick, let me just quickly go into the dashboard here. There you go. Okay. So let's quickly run through our dashboard and our findings. Again, 13 digital services is what we start to look after. We're able to get data on that we, on the very first dashboard that shows digital services, seeing graphs there, but instead of plotting all text in there, we thought of just making it one giving us the ribbon button to navigate through each one. So again, before we go on, we should say that we're concerned about partners to show or not to show what we have done, and then that okay, we're good to go, and that's why we are showing this boldly, just to bring up the end and all that. Right, so digital service, we're able to get the data and all that. For services by region, we also looked at really to see how each region from each country did, and we're able to also visualize this for them. And of course, we're very pleased with it. We want to take the top button.
Okay, so the script applies over here. So you can see in all the regions we have the top most services that were built in the regions. And as you can see, communication platforms were almost every region we went to. They also had the bills and payments also indicated on those services. So for most of them, you can see 88%, 8 cities out of the total of 1.5 cities had goods and payments services, which represented 67% of the data we collected. This attendance was also the services, and 66% also with majority also had those services. However, when you come to the services that were unable to see those in the regions, you can see animal services, the standard one. This was a unique thing that we found was initially a part of the web. However, when we started getting the data, we saw that it was something that we could recommend the companies. We spoke to them, and they said they would want data about that. So we had to include business standards board. What that basically means is like prompts the citizens, there's an impact disaster and what kind of measures they should put in place. And also mobile report apps whereby citizens can actually just report maybe have potholes or criminals on the road. You can just move to the app and report those services to them. So these are some of the top services that the top about services that we have.
Okay, so also we also identified about 9 cities so countries that had no particular website there. So original website perhaps to draw this differences from. Again, this is one of the opportunities we've been fighting for partners, which are also quite something complete really. In our final recommendations, which is contained in the final report, we're sending over to them. We have highlighted most of our recommendations. And this focusing on these 9 cities that have no website, so to say. On competitor matrix, we'll be able to do something. Let me matrix.
Yes. So for the competitor, choose where to classify the competitors into four, and those were the city councils, granny courts, civic courts, and that. So the city council, when we're checking through the website, it simply means like this website was developed by the city itself, or maybe they gave it to somebody and the person the vendors they give it to because they don't want to publish their name, so they have city council and civic laws and because others it just comprises of either one or two laws that we found, so we have to cross that to all of them together and classify them as others. So what we found about civic laws was like civic laws. Sorry.
So civic club has majority.
Civic laws have majority of the is like so if GHD is going into the market in the US, then check the partner, their competitors, and look at what civic laws is doing and others are not doing. Not to be able to enter the market. And grant costs, we saw that grant costs spread out between the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. So that's what we did with the competitor matrix for our partners to be able to know their competitors before they're able to the market.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, overall, my team reports that goes to a computer like I said, that shows all of these opportunities where and when they need to challenge and focus to. For time's sake, of course, we couldn't come up and say all of them. So we should show what we did so far. And unfortunately, our partner was not able to be here. Because actually appealed that we do our own in-house with them sometime next week, which also repeats to them. I think that's all basically. But finally, just say special thank you of course to our partners first and foremost. They were so helpful. They were able to support and attention we needed, always checking in on us. And I think any other tools, we had a follow-up meeting with them and give us all the support for us. And of course, thanks to I'll call it the best so far. Professor Khan and all the and everybody will attest to that. We was always very support solve any challenges we have. Finally, thank you, of course, my God, for the for the colleagues for this as well. That's us.
Questions? Any questions for this group? Be shy. You gotta have at least one question.
Yeah, sure.
What would be don't have the website? So what if if they took this on and said, okay, that's great. What could the impact be?
Okay, so thank you so much for this very, very wonderful question. Um, yeah, before we came up with that one, of course, well, like this. Really? They don't have a website? They're like, I think GSD, once they were looking at, okay, fine, we have every city may have, but if you need to, what services can we improve on that website? And to that great shock, we found that I didn't have an investment. Like, okay, but the average population of those that don't know the website, you can see some, was it the population or was it just something of the mix that did not have a website? But Trish says, okay, you know what, go there, propose this for them to have it, and what they're going to do with it. But
So is there data to support the PD that could be improved with the website?
yeah, it could be improved the website, definitely. It could. But again, we tried. Why did this not have a website? There are comfortable perhaps having a regional website, hooking up the regions. Like, for example, now a region, right? St. Catherine's may not have a website, but it's nice to say, let's hook up the regional and give our citizens the ability to interact and all that with the regional website. But whereas if they have their own website, I want to believe um, and even revenue stake, perhaps it could also improve the efficiency because lots of transactions can go through that website and all that. So, yeah, I don't believe for revenue stake, they have some possibility. We do, or if JC do take this opportunity to develop it. I don't think that answers the
Yeah,
question.
yeah, I'm just sort of pushing that a little bit further to your partner and say, this could be the impact.
Yeah, so for revenue, first, in the size of change, revenue in the size of the city, it's the transactional thing with it. The more people go on the site to carry out different transactions, the more of the revenue.
So our community, one of their goals was community engagement. So the emphasis of GHD was to understand how the ECTs engage their community members digitally. So if a city does not have a website, it becomes very difficult for the city engage with the citizens of the residents. So getting the website on, if the proposes and the city chooses to buy the like give GND the opportunity to build a website for them, it also presents an opportunity for the people to be able to engage with the cities directly instead of engaging with the regional one. That breaks it down.
Yeah, thank you. One more question.
Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. Looks like a lot of great work went into it. So I'll take that. I just was wondering, thinking about the whole process of your partner and pulling together the data, what would you say is the biggest success and the biggest challenge or learning opportunity for you?
Yeah, thank you. Sammy, you want to take it?
I think it's when we're interacting with our partners with them. It's always a come with a change. Like you have to like start over again. So what we talk about because are examples in projects. So like sometimes you have to do something, then it's like switch. So what was the biggest challenge you faced? So
Yeah. Yes, it was a major challenge because at some people were sent into the project and one of the meetings they come in and say, guys, we're ready to work, but let's make it okay. And we have to scrap to the 5% and come back to 0. that was major, set us back what like a month almost. But the advantage or the benefit was we got that real life scenario, we got that real like experience working with so to say manager for example, right? So it's almost felt like the office getting that experience with so really needed it really, and that's really exposed us to the face out there when we do get out there on the real world.
Also, as data analysts, we know most often we presented the data, right? In class, most of the projects we use we from last sem, this sem, we are given the data, we analyze the data, and we are going to have this time around we didn't have the data, we had to look for the data. So, and that is something extra because at the end of the day, if you find yourself in a goal that you do not get the opportunity to get the best data, you have to fish for it. We have those certain skills that will be very relevant to us achieve our goal and when we are comfortable with it.
Thank you so much for that question.
Thank you very much. Office Niagara. So we'll do a minute or two check over and then.
Hey, now that they go on the come on the photo. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It takes a minute. It takes a minute. Sorry. Okay. Last thing.
It's nice seeing everybody again. All the best in the future. Thanks, Alan. Well, hey.
Okay. Hi, my name is Natalie, and I did my Capstone project on Office Niagara Spellcard Draws. So for this presentation, I'm going to be talking a little bit about myself, a recap of what the project is, the analysis and my findings, a reflection, and any comments if anyone has them. So for the team member, it's just me. Hi, I decided to work alone for this project. So going to Niagara College, I was at Brock University where I majored in economics. And then this past summer, I worked at Hospice Niagara as the summer student in finance and administrative department. So kind of to recap, what is Hospice Niagara? So Hospice Niagara is a not-for-profit organization that specializes in end of life services. It takes care of people in their final stages and also offers grief counseling services to those who are affected by loss. So since it is a nonprofit, it generates revenue through grocery grants, donations, and fundraising. And the main fundraiser I worked on was the Black Car Draw. So basically every summer, 5 cars are up one. So people can purchase tickets for 25, 5 for 100, or 10 for 175 to be entered to possibly win one of the 5 cars, or if you take a cash prize. There's also a few other draws that take place during that time period, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So for the analysis, all the sales data was through Excel. Jessica was here to she was really nice and cleaned the data to make it private. So sales data and personal information, names, addresses, phone numbers, things like that that were really needed for this part of the product. So this was nice and cleaned up for me before I started. And to complete this project, I mainly used Excel since that's where all the data was stored. But I did want to practice Power BI since that's something I'm learning in other classes. So I did use a little bit of that as well. And I compared sales data from 2022 to a few other events, which I'll get into next. So for just general findings, there were a total of 7,280 winners, which totaled about 27,553 tickets, and 40,000 tickets up, so about 59% of the tickets were actually sold. This is a little bit of a drop from past years in orders placed as well as sold, and average tickets per order, which is kind of expected. This is the first year it's ever been completely online. So it is a new format for everybody to adjust to. Before you buy physical tickets, like come into hospice and purchase a ticket or those tickets available at your locations. But this year, completely online. So mostly this year, singles and pack tickets were sold. This is from 11% to 13 in the singles, and 54 from 51% in the fives, but the sales in 10 pack dropped a little bit from 36% in 2021 to 32. So one of the things I aimed to analyze was about new buyers. So from my analysis, I saw that about 40% of the customers were new buying tickets and 59 were returning. So that basically means the returning buyers have purchased tickets in past year's draws and they didn't purchase tickets this year, whereas the new customers were obviously new and never purchased before. To break down that a little bit more, I went into a multi-purchase. So a multi-purchase means that the same buyer purchased different kinds of tickets multiple times. So maybe people buy 3 of the singles because they only wanted 3 tickets, they didn't want 5. So out of the single pack, only 15% were multiple purchases. Fives, 14 were purchased more than once, and were also at 14, and these were and other combinations. So some people ordered like a single and 5 pack, or like a 10 and a 5. People like to mix and match to get as many tickets as they needed. Some were organized to buy for other people, so it's kind of a collective thing. So breaking down who was most likely to buy what, it was a pretty even split about whether a new buyer or a repeat buyer was purchasing a ticket package. Just when you get to the 10 pack, you see that predominantly repeat buyers were just at 62%, whereas 38 were new. So that basically means that like if it's your first time participating in a fundraiser, you're not going to buy $175 worth of tickets if you don't know anything about the fundraiser. That was something I was expecting to see, but I wasn't surprised that the 5 being so close, considering that it's $100. But basically, single tickets people were most likely to buy if they were new. So comparing it over the course of the years, we did see a drop in sales for 2021 to 2022. So 57% of the 22 purchased bought tickets in the last 4 years. So that means that repeat buyers are chronic repeat buyers, so they purchase throughout the years and continue to purchase, or we can they will continue to purchase in the future. But the new buyers dropped a little. So they dropped from 47 to 42%. So in last summer, not many new buyers were purchasing on the online format, which might be due to the fact that like before the process where you can buy it ticket. So if you went out somewhere, oh, you want to buy a hard ticket, you can say yes. If it's online, if you didn't know it existed, you probably weren't going to know it existed after that. So now we're going to get into the location data. So the hospice net location is the same. Our new one's opening up in Welland and Fort Erie. But during the time of this, it was only in St. Catharines, and we had 44% of the time from there. The next highest was other locations, so that includes the UK, like up north locations like that. And so you have to be in Ontario to participate in this due to legal rules. You had to be an Ontario citizen in Ontario during the time. So the majority of people bought from St. Catharines, which is expected. I then kind of jumped into per capita, so I looked at how big is St. Catharines and how many people get from it. So about 2.2% of people in St. Catharines are likely to purchase a ticket, which I think is a lot considering everything. The next highest is Thorold, which close enough in proximity, like makes sense. But 2.2 is a lot, so I think basically it gets into other things later. But it's just something to keep in mind for now. This is a big chart to basically say that there was an increase in orders outside of NAG since 2019 and over the course of the year. So even though mainly tickets were bought for people in the Niagara region, people from outside are starting to purchase more, and that has been going up for months of years, which is a good sign. Like there was a 221% jump from 2018 to 2022. So that means that marketing and advertising is getting out there, so not just people in town in Niagara know about it, it is starting to make its way outside of the region. I broke down daily sales. So the sales started May 2nd. Yes. Okay. Big spike May 2nd. Then there was the early bird drop. Took place price drop. This spike right here. Then there was a bonus drop, also a cash drop that took place in July. Another spike. And the last day was August 1st. Just kind of to show that the real peaks took place in and around the draws were happening when deadlines were. And I'm going to get into a little bit about the next one. All right, so to break it down by month. So there was a large majority of people purchasing in June and July, which makes sense. So when in May, when I was answering the phones, because people could order on the phones and could place their order online, a lot of people didn't want to purchase in May. They thought that they were only going to get from the June or July drop. There was a little bit of miscommunication there. So still May at 24% was happening, but on August 1st, I think is a pretty good amount. 300 orders were placed on the very last day of the drop. That's thinking if I buy it on the last day, I have better odds. It's a random number generator that picked the tickets, but it's interesting to see and when they bought according to the number. The next thing I looked at was when media campaigns happen. So different types of media campaigns that were just news spreads, there were interviews, posters out, posters walls. So this is kind of the overlap of what happened. We could see which will encourage people to buy tickets towards the end. And I thought this was interesting because it seemed like media had a large effect on when people bought tickets. It kind of like visualize of what draws were going on in the email level. It will encourage people to buy. It's not necessarily calling for a radio ad, but it's more goal to do a time and only to purchase. Which I just think like all of that came together to make an Excel data. It just kind of collects all the things together to show what that basically sales and media campaigns are just kind of there to remind people that this is happening. So what changes could be leading to media and advertising to purchase more tickets, as well as looking at the new versus unique buyers. New people are interested, it's just a matter of how do we get their attention if we want to be on one. I talked about a lot during my other presentations how it's been amazing. I realized I basically made an entire dashboard in Excel, so kind of move everything over. Just seemed like a little bit of a hassle to me, but I wanted to still look at cities where people are purchasing the tickets. So the dark red kind of simulates. Sorry. That's what word is that? Symbolize. That's the one. So symbolize where those purchases are coming from. You can obviously see up in this region. It's like us, Niagara. A lot of red. Surprisingly, though, a lot of, which I didn't realize, like, kind of makes sense if people have colleges, they might go more in the summer. But yeah, a lot in this region. I know it's not the prettiest, but I did talk about making this graphic and I would do it, even though it's not that pretty. And I kind of got into it more during the breakdown of the bars anyway, but it's still there. So a little bit of a reflection. I actually stayed on task on my timeline for this project and even finished a little bit at a schedule. So one of the perks of working alone was I could work at anytime I wanted. So there were a lot of weekends, a lot of Saturdays I spent analyzing data, which I thought was a fun time. I don't know about everyone else, but I definitely learned about myself too. Just kind of, I developed self-discipline and I over purpose of to make sure I realize and compare things out if that makes sense. I got to work with Excel a little bit more. I mean, we've had awesome projects. So definitely learned a lot from school as well, but it's fun to just kind of get in there yourself and figure things out and try to make things happen. And advice I get from teaching people is just take your time and have a clear plan as to what you want to do. I definitely spent a lot of time trying to make choices to be like, oh, I think this is cool, but then oh, it doesn't really relate to my process. So try not to overwhelm yourself because I think you can get into that also. Oh, if I'm looking at this, what can I do? Then you have like 7 branches, but you haven't really tested anything. So we're trying to zoom in on what it is exactly that you are interested in. And that's it. So if anyone has any questions.
So you mentioned in 2020 the sales were all from online.
Yes.
And then you mentioned that you were also taking it on call.
Okay. So yes. So what I mean by call is a lot of people who are older, so they call in to try to buy tickets. So basically, I take their information over the phone and process it online. So all the sales still went through the place, so just people can call them. Some people even and some hospice does have like programs where people can come in, like on Wednesday, come in, so they come in through that and come over and we have that for draws again. We would just take the information and through the website, so all the sales still happen online, it's just different ways in which you purchase it if you didn't want to like log into a laptop by yourself. Anything else?
Another question?
Who's your dad?
I'm curious about the number of individuals. And I'm sure you could have added so many different analyses and trying to sort of pin down exactly what contributed to that. But and I would be curious, and of course you probably have the data for that, but how many actually had experience with hospice member, like a family or something like that, therefore were aware of this draw through that.
I would say, well, I don't know the number, it kind of be crossing different things, but I would say a lot of people who do participate in fundraisers and donate are people who have a lot of hospice care, so they there's email, there's postcards, there's letters, and like events to keep people together because obviously losing someone is hard, so they provide services to make sure everybody's, well taken care of and family-wise as well, not just the patient. So I would say that there could really be some overlap. I mean, if you're from a different location, you have no idea of this, you're not going to know the draws there, right? So I would say the people who are purchasing out of it know somebody or have had experience or maybe have seen some of the advertisement or heard from their class, but the large majority of it, they have some connection to business. Yeah.
Question, I know that I say that, but you don't have to worry on the people like the GHD by the
Fortunately, I don't have like ages, so when you walk in, the only thing I have to do is that you're over the age of 18. So everybody was over 18. So I don't think like I think this based off names, but then not one thing of some people have their initial names. I don't really know. Or some people have things like for someone else kind of thing. So we had a lot of there are definitely people with purchase someone else's credit card, maybe a family member. It's hard to tell, but in past when like sales were data because you knew you were selling it off those boxes, but I think online you kind of
so it would be difficult to find the feature by something
that honestly wasn't too bad. I had to go in hospice to do that because I looked at emails to cross reference it. They basically just like copy it and then look for duplicates and actually make sure that it's the right thing. So you can look at like their name, their email, and their home address, and if those were much faster, like different now, other things linked, you could assume that it's the same person. So little bit hard, but it wasn't that bad. It was like an afternoon and a half. But yeah.
And what were your biggest aha moments from the data?
I mean, a lot of the St. Catherine's ones, I know we took the phone call and used that data before I left, making sure St. Catherine's did everything was spelled correctly, like dots, St. Catherine's. So I knew how many St. Catherine's was at risk, but like actually looking at it like per capita and that it was 44%. It was kind of like a surprising whoa. Like yeah, I knew St. Catherine's and I assumed it, but actually looking at it and seeing it is like, wow, you didn't know that much when you're in it, you don't realize the impact until like you get it outside. But it definitely is the thing that I know about until I said there, and the biggest thing is definitely will remember. Right. So thank you. It's a really good summer and a great semester.
Well done. And I'm having to do it. So in a couple minutes, I'll be fine. There's talking to you back there, so feel free to grab and just come on up. Also more seats up front, back.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Here's the milestone for Clemson. Um, just to quickly run through our agenda, members of Clemson, our mission and vision, our forward-thinking project overview, the description of the project, the strategies, data sets that we use, the tools that we use, our findings and analysis, critical considerations, timeline, challenges, recommendations, conclusions, and the final part. So just to start, my name is Carl, and my background is to finish hospitality and tourism backbone, but mainly I have industry background in e-commerce, specializing in team and project management and business development. Over to you, Bumi.
My name is Umi. I studied banking and finance. Currently, I'm working in Canadian Tire as a credit collection. Before coming to Canada, I was working as a procurement officer in technologies. Hi, my name is Josie. I have a bachelor degree in information technology, and my work experience is in business.
Hi, my name is Christina Baba. I have a PhD in tourism. Before coming to Canada, I was an HR professional.
Okay, so Harrison is a brand. So they're into selling cannabis accessories as an e-commerce merchant. The company is so Harrison has their base, their main focus is about quality. They're trying to they build their products to have like top quality, and their designs are inspired by vintage, and they use to their products try to reach out to customers that are mature and have a flair for luxury. Their mission is to create quality products in the market, and one of their vision is to become a well-known brand in the cannabis industry. Oh, okay. So anything good to cannabis research website. And the reason for this project is because MSN to know why they're having low traffic on their website. They don't have enough things coming to the website, so they want to know why, and they needed support in how to optimize their website recognition. And the main focus of the whole project is to see what the pattern is, to know what is going on with the website, to know what is going on in cannabis industry in general, so as to be able to correlate it. The problem is actually from the website or is the market entirely. And the aim of the project is to help them improve the visibility of their goods and to see if we can introduce more products to them to bring about new sales. So the goal is to improve the recognition of fencing and to increase the brand visibility. And the strategy is to check the data and to see like I said before, what is going on there and to see how we can help them to improve the market visibility. So some of the data set we use, we got their internal data, sales, the website traffic, and everything from MC. Um, we got external data, we got support from an external data from assets, and we got an open data from Stats Canada. This data we got from Excel was really helpful because we're able to see the market not just in Canada, we're able to see the market in other northern North America, especially US, to see because they are not only selling into Canada, they're selling into US and other North American countries. So the focus on EdSet is to see the market, the large market, and see what is going on in the market. So that's where we got the data from. Collaboration, the team have been able to like Microsoft Teams. We put all our data, then we have some meetings, sometimes we do video calls there. And we use the OneDrive, and sometimes we have some back and forth WhatsApp. And the tools we use for our project, we use Excel, Power BI a lot for the visualization, Google Slides for the presentations, and our PowerPoint.
All right, so now we deep dive into the data now. So we have both the external data and the internal data. So I'm just going to show you what the data looks like in Power BI. So this is our forecast projection. So the project is to see what the forecast projection for Hemson and what can do into the next few months or next years for the project. So just to give you an overview, we did some changes for our visualization. So technically, this is the North America overview. So we split it by USA and Canada. So mainly USA has a bigger market, and there will be more markets opening for the US because as cannabis is getting more legalized in each of the specific states in the US. We broke it down as well to each specific country. So you will see here the total sales, the average sales per transaction, what are the states. It's just too small, but you can see what are the specific states that has percentage growth as well. Canada as well. This is mainly from the headset. Next one is the stats scan. So what are the consumption age of cannabis? As you can see, there's about 17, 34. Shipment by province, it's a good thing to look at as well, where the product cannabis market is being shipped for, or the products are being shipped. Next one is how much or how many percent in terms of percentage recreational users. And consumers by gender, surprisingly, there are a lot of females users that consume cannabis. And one thing that we find out is that based on the consumption type, Hanson can look into making more innovations or expanding the product with consumption type, say, vaporizing, drinking it, or maybe dab. So they can expand their products in that specific area. Frequency of use, you can also see how frequent are the users use the cannabis. And for the web traffic, so this is now the internal data. You would be able to see here on a year-on-year basis what is the visitors and how much the sessions per year. Landing page by device. The unknown, we didn't know where it's coming from, but we believe that it might be directly to the website. Next is the orders report. As you can see here, you will be able to see which specific state has the highest sales for infant. Uh, Clearly, it's Ontario, and the next is California. So there is a correlation of markets between headset and headset. The main markets for Canada is Ontario, and then the main market for US is California. And then for the orders report, you will be able to see here as well, if you click USA, which specific city in the US has the most repeating customers that buys the product. And then for this one specific product type, product category, that's in which specific country does it sell. So let's say, for example, for pipes, it sells mostly in the US, California, and mainly in the state of San Diego. If we broke it down to Canada, don't give me a hard time. It's not working. Anyways, that's how it works. So for the forecast projection, to showcase you, the forecast is, if you get to the Google users, is much lower than web traffic. Because the main agenda or the main goal of this forecast projection is to drive customers into Hanson's direct traffic. Um, if you can see, there's a high upper bound and lower bound. If in case, based on our recommendations later, if in case Hanson will implement all of our recommendations, they will be able to see the upper bound forecast projection. But this one, we just use the normal forecast because we are using previous data sets that are being presented to us. So you can see here, just change the timeline as well, change the forecast projection. There's this is the most interactive that we can come up with. So that's about it for Power BI. Now we go back to presentation. And lastly, the basket analysis. So there is also a likelihood of the pipe for the specific product that is being bought. I just wanted to jump into the next slide already. This one, you can see here for the pipes and the others. The others is replacement, which is that is the second most product that is being bought by the customers. So there's a high percentage of predicted sales for both pipes and replacement both users. And then for the lift, as you know from Alex class, it, lift that has a percentage of one, it has a high association for small batch data. I don't know what causes this, but maybe it has something to do with the seasonality or maybe gifts or during holiday season. So the bundle interest that we have come up with is pipe replacement, number one. Number two is pipe and grinder, and last is pipe.
So during the course of our project, we had three considerations of ethical concerns. So one was about data collection, because most people there will be discrimination against individual group of people who use internet. And certain races of people of color will be targeted while tracking cards, purchasing habits, and collecting personal information in all concerned. So with our partners, we had to sign like a non-disclosure agreement document before we started the project. And for our project schedule and timeline, both were on time for with the project. So about January and February, we said we would so much. We are collecting data, selecting and collecting our movements. And by March and April, let's see results when we started visualizing our data. So time for our project.
So I'll be taking us through some of the challenges we faced. First and foremost, the data collection and preparation. So we had a lot of data collected, but we had to make sure that everything we had was accurate, consistent, and very relevant to our research. Um, Data analysis. Based on our data, we also had to make everything that makes sense and create insight that are relevant and can help business decisions. Um, Visualization and basket analysis. Um, we started using Excel, but we ended up using Power BI for our visualization. For forecasting and dashboard, we had to make sure that we had to be forecasts that would predict the future, and then we made use of we created dashboards that would help us keep improving our insights. Um, for our recommendations, just some of the short-term recommendations we made. We also have the long-term goals that um, sent in our reports. So the first one is use specific promos. So we try to target customers based on their we recommended that the target customers use the application and devices they use. Um, Seasonal promotions. We also noticed that a lot of people were buying certain products at certain times of seasons. We recommended that in our analysis that we um, target those customers. And then frontline UX, we noticed that some of the products were out of stock. So what we recommended for the website was that they bring the list of those products to the end of the page instead of like at the top. Um, Pricing, we tried to research, look at other competitors so that pricing would match and they can gain more traction. Um, Products expansion. So we noticed that the product on the page is a bit masculine. So kind of recommended in our reports that if we could make products that would be attractive to the clients. Um, Customer experience. We also suggested that they bring up the loyalty programs to customers come back and repeat purchase.
So just to add on that, so all of these recommendations, this is an eight. Mainly, these are the recommendations that we think that would be valuable for Hemson, because most of the e-commerce now tends to create specific promotions for each specific locations. So they are enabling this type of options for businesses.
Yeah, our key takeaways. The research was mostly robust and we tried to create scalable data analysis that would help the manage or to improve customer behavior and also data, also make decisions based on data. That's it.
So the last one would be the framework, the model that we use. So if in case Hamson wants to look at it and implement some things, this model will be beneficial for them. And that's everything for our group. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Any sources recommend?
Recommendations? Yeah, no problem.
There is a product expansion, you want to introduce products to other teams, but I hear that there are like no TV customers.
Oh, that one, the more email customers is from, so that is why, based on our recommendation, expand your products, but more focused on the female side of the company. Because if you have seen the website of Hemsworth, it's really mad in a way. And so this is how it looks like right now. Again, that's why our research is, I mean, our analysis is a combination of internal research and external research together with external markets. So,
And on the market basket analysis, just,
yeah, no problem.
yeah.
This one?
Yeah. This one, the battle types of small bags and big bags have higher left, why you can have that in the market.
To be honest, that's a good one, actually. This one is it has more relevance to the market based on the consumption type, the frequency of use. Yeah, this is something that the company can look into because most probably the small bags and big bags are being, let's say, there's high association, most especially when it comes to holiday season. So that's one of our analysis.
Seeing this left on a particular season or
No, for everything. Right? So add on that, I redid the basket analysis rapid fire after doing Alex class. It gave me the same results, which is yeah. Good.
one last question. So if you go to chart, like show
This one.
no, the charts you show.
You mean Power BI?
It will show you the forecast of sales based on the chart.
Yeah. This is the projected sales for the next. So for Power BI, we got
I've seen 2021 having higher spike, but after that the sales was somewhat flat.
yeah.
Any specific reason for this?
What was the question?
Any specific reason why the sales were too high on that?
One of the main reasons is the supply of most of their products getting sold out already. And there's a supply chain issues that was being considered by the Capstone. So there is a drop on this specific month. So we were recommending as well making more of the product, in that same time, having or expanding their product offering. Because if you have only, let's say, 10 products that's being offered on the website, and it gets to be sold out every time, and you don't have anything to sell for your next few customers. So, yeah.
And we're trying to introduce new products to them because based on the market, we know that some products are actually selling very fast. Like you can see on the site, the site is basically for mature people, and they're not really sector of the cannabis industry. So we try to let them see that there are some items that if we can make it in your own way, but still at the market competitive price. You can have also, you have some things like they have the basket bags as their cases. But we try to see if they can introduce product like pocket case, take about 4 to 6 shorts, things like that. You can just put in the pocket and other things like wrapping paper, something like that. But not really wrapping paper because that one is everywhere, but something that you can use to wrap it and at the same time carry it around, things like that. Try to like put those ones out to them. And most of their products are made of wood, and the ones you are using them are made of wood, so it's still like that in line with what they have. Things like that.
There's this one product that we were looking for, the tray. So most of the tray that is being sold in the market is made out of aluminum or plastic. So we are recommending as well for him to make a cannabis tray that's made out of wood. Yeah, it's more fancy.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you so much. Yes, we're ready for lunch.
Sure, I'd love to.
But before lunch, a few words from Sean.
Hello, everybody. Was filming here? Okay, all right. I'm sorry to have a chance to come a little earlier to hear some of the presentations. I would love to have heard earlier. Oh, I see that. Excellent. I might try and stay for at least one to make that particularly nervous but feel special. Anyway, I'm very president. I am very impressed by the quality of our students and also the partnerships that we have with companies. And I look at this in terms of the work that you've done with different companies and that outreach. The impact of the college on the region, on different organizations, different employers, is quite exceptional. It's really phenomenal. Sometimes it's you cannot turn around in that in particular, but more in Ontario without running into an ag college graduate. You college graduates as the first cohort of this amazing new program. Thanks to Nick for all of his work. Alumni, but also take with you the experiences you've had here. It's a whole, as you demonstrated through your projects here, the work that our students do to help support local companies and to apply research to help local companies and companies beyond Niagara, and then the impact of our alumni that makes me incredibly proud because Niagara College is our current students and our alum really making a difference across our region and around the world. Congratulations on being part of this first cohort. There's 4 core values of Niagara College: student focused, loving, passionate, and trailblazing. And you're all trailblazers by being part of this first cohort. So congratulations on that. That's all I'm standing between. This is one thing I learned over the years. Never stand between students and free food. Bon appetit and on these amazing presentations. And I look forward to shaking your hand across the graduation stage. Congrats again.
I can do that right now. Yeah, there are just answer any questions you may have like on standby. It's really up to you. I can go get it. Whoever signed it. Bottom part where it has a authorization. That's really good. I need to manage. I know. He's fine, you. Are you found them yourself? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Like a lot of connection. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh. Right. Oh. Who in the organization would do that? Hey, hi Fiona, how are you? How did it go? So far, so good, good. Yeah. They're still in as we started. John came in before. Oh, did lunch, so we had. Yeah, I'll grab some. Yeah. I was gonna ask you about that. Are you yes? Are you mostly okay with? Are you mostly okay with what we did? Is there more that you want there? I can flip it back. Hey.
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's April or CCT.
Sorry.
Not your multiple.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm retired, but I'm not retired.
Yeah, thanks for making this connection.
It's my pleasure. It's a good experience for my kids in college.
Yeah.
I like that.
I
I like that we're the kids. The kids. I'm 35. His kid. Still your kid. Still
Same
your
goes.
the youngins. Yeah, thanks for coming. Great, yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, good, good. Yeah, awesome. I'll flip it back to you and then just review and as we can start right to include how we want to maybe not. So did they present here at the front? Yeah. So you are recording them? It's being streamed live. You'll have to see Nick's website, created as a portfolio piece for students and recruiting